Welcome to West Nale Virus, everybody. Today it's just me. Caleb is unavailable at this current moment, but that is all right. We're going to be doing an Apex Legends Guns Season 12 tier list. So there you go. Basically just all the guns in the game currently. And I haven't played Apex in a little bit, but I have played it this season. And I'm just gonna let you know what guns I like. This is not an official like these are the best guns tier list. These are my favorite guns. So if you want to know probably the easiest guns to use, this is probably pretty accurate. So first of all, starting off, strong R301 carbine. Now I'll be honest with you. R3. Oh, by the way, before I get into it, if you want to follow us on TikTok, on Instagram, on Twitter, we are on all of those things at West Nale Virus, also YouTube, obviously. And Caleb is on Twitter at Caleb_WNV, and I'm on Twitter at Josiah_WNV. Getting back into it, R301 carbine. R301 carbine, very good gun. Assault rifle, pretty quick fire rate, relatively good damage. I really like the R301 carbine. I do not like the R301 as much as I used to, so I'm gonna have to put it in A. This used to be an S for me, but it certainly is at least an A. Up next, an R99. Now the R9 is one of the most loved guns in the game. If you don't know much about the game, one of the most loved guns in the game. It is really good, but most people cannot use it from long range. Some can, but most people cannot. It's got high recoil, very fast fire rate. Very good gun. It's definitely good at what it does. I'm not very good with it, though, so I'm going to have to put it in C for me. Bowcheck, compound bow, shatter caps. I think this is actually a relatively good gun, but the shatter caps version, because you can switch on and off of it, I will put it to C. The regular bowcheck, I'm going to put in D, because it's not bad, but I can rarely get it to work. It's actually, now, once again, guys, this is a really good gun. I'm not good with it. So there you go. But, Deadeye Tempo, I've never been able to get that to work. Alright. Car SMG, pretty good, going in B. I like it a little better than the R9 usually. Devotion LMG with turbocharger, insanely good, going in A. Devotion LMG without turbocharger, I'll put it in C. EVA 8 Auto, C for me. It's good. The EVA 8's pretty good, but it doesn't pack as much of a punch as the other shotguns. It's still good though. Flatline, that's an A. Solid gun. Havoc with turbocharger, one of my favorite guns in the game. Going in S tier. Havoc without turbocharger, I'm also putting it in C. Hemlock with boosted loader, an A. Hemlock without boosted loader, honestly, still an A. The Kraber is an insanely good gun, but I cannot get it to work, and it's also just kind of annoying. I'm putting it in trash because I hate it. Now, the longbow. This one, a little bit controversial. I know some people hate it. It might have gotten actually better since the last time I've talked to people about it, but I don't mind it. I'm going to put it in B. I'm not too mad if I end up with a longbow. But that being said, next shotgun. Here we go. Mastiff shotgun, dual shell. I'm gonna put that in B. It's a really good shotgun. Dual shell makes it even better. Mastiff without dual shell, I'm gonna put it in C, I think. Yes. Then we have the L-Star. Okay, so this is next energy weapon. And for those of you that don't know, so this color right here, this kind of light orangish tannish color, that's light weapons. So any weapons that use light ammo are that color. That is kind of the color of the ammo. That's heavy ammo. So the car uses both heavy and light ammo. You can use whichever one you want. The green is energy. The red is shotguns. The pink is special. And the Bocek who uses it arrows. But anyways, the L-Star, at least a B weapon. I feel like I have a hard time getting it to work at like long range. Medium range is not too bad. I don't want to put it in A though. Mozambique shotgun with hammer points. Honestly, I can't get the Mozambique to work very well for me. I'm honestly putting both versions of the Mozambique in C because I just can't get it to work very well. Honestly, I think it's a mental thing for me. It's on the verge of a B. They've made it way better than it used to be, but it's not a bad gun, and with hammer points, pretty darn good. But yeah, I don't want to. I don't ever. Alternator going in A, love it. P2020 with hammer points. Racked gun. But I hesitate to put it any higher than C because it's still a P2020. Regular P2020 going in D. That's right. The P2020 is better. No, I'll put in. Peacekeeper with kinetic feeder. Cracked. Pretty darn good shotgun. Actually, that's going in A. Regular Peacekeeper will go in B. Prowler. Haven't used it much recently. I'm going to put it in B, but what I have used, I do really like it. The Rampage, a lot of people like. It is really good, but sometimes it's really hard to use in like certain situations, so I'm going to put it in C. RE45 with hammer points. I'm going to put it in C. RE45 without hammer points, I'm putting it in D. It's a good gun. I have flashes of like time with the RE45 where I can just, destroy people with it. But there are other times where I just get it and I just can't make it work at all. So that's where that's going to go for me. But the G7 Scout, this one is now a special weapon, and it's pretty cracked. Putting it in A, to be honest with you, but it's very good. A Sentinel with Deadeye's Tempo. I love it. My favorite sniper. Regular Sentinel, B. Okay, now the Spitfire, S tier weapon. That is like the easiest weapon to use in this entire game. It's stupid broken. It's ridiculous. The Wingman with boosted loader. I am not super good with the Wingman. But it's fun to use. I'm going to put it in... I feel like I have to put it in... It's just really fun to use. Yeah, and the Wingman I'll put in C. The 3030, I'm going to put that in all versions of the 3030 in C. Triple Take, amazing weapon. Another S tier weapon when you have kinetic feeder. A tier when you don't. Charge Rifle, S tier weapon. And Volt SMG, A tier weapon. But there you go. That is the definitive list of my favorite guns in Apex Legends. You've got the Havoc, the Spitfire, the Triple Take with the kinetic feeder, and the Charge Rifle in S tier. Then in A tier, you have the R301, you have the Devotion with the turbocharger, you have the Flatline, you have the Hemlock, the Hemlock with boosted loader, you have the Alternator, you have the Peacekeeper with the kinetic feeder, you have the G7 Scout, Sentinel with Deadeye's Tempo, Triple Take, regular, and the Volt SMG. B tier, CAR SMG, Longbow DMR, Massive Shotgun Dual Shell, L-Star, Peacekeeper, Prowler, Sentinel, Wingman with boosted loader. C, R9, Bocek with shatter caps, Devotion, EVA 8, Havoc with no turbocharger, Mastiff, Mozambique with hammer point, Mozambique without hammer point, P2020 with hammer point, the Rampage, RE45 with hammer point, the Wingman, the 3030 dual shell, 3030 shatter caps, and regular 3030 all in C. And then in D, just the regular Bocek and the regular RE45. And in trash, you have the Bocek with Deadeye Tempo, the Kraber, and the P2020. So there you go. There's my absolutely horrible tier list of weapons in this game. And if you want to know why I'm not very good at the game, just take a look at this tier list. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow.